Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology once again. And because of the internet problem, I could not complete the video on Rahu's ingress in the Aquarius sign without the aspect of Jupiter. So today I'm going to be taking up the 12 sign readings because that was left yesterday. So there are a couple of things I want to mention initially, that what exactly is happening in the sky right now. Because we must know how we have to check this transit first. So you see, when Jupiter was in Gemini sign, it was forming a trinal mutual aspect with this Rahu. And Rahu being in the air sign as well as Jupiter. So this was forming a connection. Now, the thing is that Jupiter has transited on the 18th of October, the Cancer sign where it exalts. Now, the thing is that it is in trine to this Shani, Saturn, the dispositional lord of this Rahu now. Saturn is retrograde, being the dispositional lord of Rahu, because Rahu will play out or give the results of the dispositional lord, because it will become that. Also, it is going to be, in addition to this, Mars will be from the 27th of October transiting through the Scorpio sign. Now, you will see that this trine of water trine, that is of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, is going to get active. And from this Mars, if you see, it is going to be aspecting this Rahu, and is also going to be in the Kendra to Ketu. Now, this is little precarious. So there is a lot of difference now with whatever the transit positions are in the sky. I just wanted to add up to all the transit positions that have taken place. I've already mentioned in the previous part, that is part 1, about this Rahu going rogue. Whether it is or it is not, you have to judge yourself in your personal charts. And how to check this transit? See where your Rahu in the natal chart is, where your Jupiter in the natal chart is. Suppose you are in the dasha of Rahu or Jupiter, then this transit is going to play out the most. And if you have Shani in your Pisces sign, or you have any Graha in the Pisces sign, then this Rahu is going to be impacting you even more. Why? Because Saturn rules the Aquarius sign. So it's good or it's not that good. You have to check for yourself and in your personal case. But for sure, I will be telling you what so that I can stop or pause, or I can just restart, whatever. All right, so I'll be sharing with you my insights on the same as to what exactly is happening in the sky. Let me just wear my glasses on. I just went to the temple and came back, so the tika is there. Today also it froze. I just want to understand if it is having issue again today, so that I can just try to rectify in case it is giving trouble today also. Because this place where I am right now, the signals are pretty bad. So maybe, after it is uploaded, it won't be that bad. Maybe, it is going to get a little clearer. So let's see once it is uploaded. Let me complete this. So let's see. Okay. As you can see, Rahu is not having any aspect of Jupiter. So a couple of things. Saturn is in retrogression all through, and Mars is going to be in Scorpio as well. So before to this, Jupiter was in Gemini and Rahu was in Aquarius. So there was a Graha Drishti of Rahu and Jupiter on each other. So Rahu's appetite was expanded but moderated, big ideas, tech, network, growth, yet under Jupiter's ethics and wisdom. Okay. Now Jupiter is in Cancer, Saturn is in Pisces, and Rahu still in the Aquarius sign. No direct check on Rahu. Rahu must deliver via Saturn, of course, as I said. So Jupiter now blesses Saturn with its 9th aspect. And also, it is going to be not giving that. See, the Saturn's Saturn's filters are not there as well, because Rahu is also very powerful in Aquarius sign, one must understand. So rules, accountability, patience, build outs, compliance, these are going to be the early phase. And then review corrections, because Saturn is going to turn direct also. Now coming to the Mars's ingress in the Scorpio sign. So that's from the 27th October till the 7th of December. Now Mars throws the fourth aspect on this Rahu, and is going to be also aspecting Gemini sign, the trine to Rahu. So it triggers Rahu's themes, and whatever was seeded while Jupiter was there in Gemini, fast events, audits, surgical actions, good for decisive cleanups, harsh on shortcuts. All these are going to work during this time period. Also, note that Jupiter is going to be in trine to this as well. So Rahu in Aquarius, Ketu in Leo, Saturn in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer. So these are going to be the main focus area in my 12 sign readings. And as you all know, I take up the ascendant, moon, as well as the dasha sign wise. So quickly I'll write it: ascendant, moon, and dasha sign. Okay, so you have to check where your dasha sign is. Suppose you are in the dasha of Mars. Mars is posited in Capricorn, but you are not Capricorn ascendant or moon. So you have to make Capricorn your first house or your lagna, as if you are rotating the whole chart and bringing this Mars to your first house, because it's your dasha lord. So you have to check from there where this transit positions are happening. So as per Capricorn, Rahu is transiting the second house, and for Jupiter, it is the seventh house transit. So you have to superimpose transits, first your natal positions, and then you have to check the, yeah. So I can take up the questions towards the end, please. I'll be quick. I'll finish off this because the connectivity might just go for a toss. So please bear with me. I'll take up the questions. Don't worry. I will take up the questions towards the end quickly, because I have a reading also, after the session. So for Aries natives, Jupiter was in your third house, then fourth house, and then Rahu is without it. So gains via networks will continue, but must pass cost control checks, subscriptions, forex tax. All these also you have to be careful about, because Mars is going to be in your eighth house as well. So home, family resets supported, because Jupiter is in your fourth house, and trim waste and hidden leaks, or there can be something which is happening behind the scenes you have to take care of. So maybe you fall prey to the relationship, some suspicion can come up, so all that you have to be very careful with. Handle loans, insurance, settlements, all that swiftly. Avoid risky joint finances, and be also watchful about the network that you are connected. I will not. Please book a reading if you want to. And the discounts are discontinued, I must tell you. Sorry about that. I'm booked till December second week. So please bear in mind that whatever you're getting the reading slot, so it is only for December now. For Taurus, Rahu is going to be in your 10th house, and Saturn is in your 11th, and Jupiter in your 3rd, and Mars will be transiting from the 27th October in your 7th house. Now I'm going to be clubbing everything and I'll be giving you the reading. So career growth is definitely very positive. We can be rest assured for that. So there can be some alliances, compliance, or public reputation under scrutiny. Also, skillful communication brings income also, documentation, or maybe PR, visa, etc. if you're waiting for, so you will get through all that as well. Just be careful in your contracts and your partnerships. This might just heat up things, because Mars is looking at your 10th house. So you have to be careful at the place of work. You can lose your temper, your cool at the place of work also. And this might just be the time that you have to keep calm. You have to just try to negotiate rather than breaking away from the relationship. This is something you should work on. And Jupiter definitely is positive here. I know you will say that Jupiter is not a good graha, but remember the eighth lord is in the third house, 8 from 8. So this is minus, minus, plus for you guys. So Jupiter exalted might give negative results to a few, but positive results to the ones who you think is not going to give good, it is going to give positive results. You're thinking that it is not going to, because Taurus, Libra people, it is going to give very good results. I can be very confident on that, because it is a Karak Graha. A Karak means not a friendly Graha, but it will give good results for Taurus natives also. Because third house transit exalted is not considered to be that great, but eighth lord is exalted. So that means it is going to be, and in the third house, good for PR, visa, stay in the foreign land, and also selling of your property. You will get good price. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Gemini. Okay. So for Gemini natives, this transit of, I'm covering second house transit of Jupiter. I'm covering Mars transit, the sixth house, Rahu transiting the ninth, and Saturn in your 10th. So there is a lot of information that I'm going to be sharing about this transit. So belief, education, travel themes, because Rahu we are discussing in the ninth house. So this must convert into responsible career action right now. Don't take things very lightly, because it is 12 places away from your 10th house. There is a lot of chance of leaving or quitting a job. You need to really work hard. You need to focus on whatever you are having in hand rather than running around the bush. Don't even think of any kind of change right now, because Saturn is retrograde. Once Saturn gets direct, maybe you will be getting into some kind of change any which ways. Watch speech, promises. Don't commit in case you can't do it. And service-oriented jobs definitely are the winner, because Jupiter is looking at the Saturn also, being the 10th lord. And also Mars is going to be giving you wins in your litigation, competition, if at all you are thinking of preparing any kind of evidence against someone, or you are thinking of keeping some pets, bringing pets at home. So this is definitely going to be a good transit, but mind your health, because the transit of the sixth house in the sixth might aggravate your health issues, but it is also the ruler of your 11th house. So you need to be, that cure is also coming your way. In case you work out, sweat it out, I think this is going to be a very positive time. In case you have been gaining weight, so this is a very good time period to come out of that weight gain also. Your workouts are going to begin from 27th rigorously. You're going to be doing really well in your health. I feel so, but yeah, it does give first health issue and then gives you relief. So coming to the Cancer sign. So this is going to be, Jupiter in the first house, Rahu in your 8th, Saturn in your 9th, Mars is going to be switching from your 4th to the 5th house. So I'm going to be covering Rahu first, and Rahu is in the 8th house. So shared assets, inheritance, move from hope to audit, and restructure is quite likely. Here in the 8th house, you have to take care of your health. As it is Mars, being your yoga karagraha, is going to be aspecting this Rahu. It is going to give you relief, and it is definitely going to be good for romance, for children, for speculation, and also create, don't gamble too much. And also Mars is forming a connection with the trinal connection with Jupiter. Jupiter is going to be aspecting this Mars also from the 27th of October. And this might just bring about, some growth in your confidence now. Your confidence is high at the workplace. You're learning, reshaping your, with realism, actually. The reality check is going to take place with mentors and with your co-workers. You're going to be really working on that as well. Because Jupiter is in your first house, being the 9th lord. The Lagnesh is, it's the 9th lord, Bhagesh, So Bhagya lord, when is Ucha, definitely it is positive, but it is also your 6th lord. So you have to take care of your health any which ways. And Jupiter is also going to be aspecting your 10th lord. So any kind of elevation that you have been waiting for at the workplace, even if it is temporary, it might just be clicking now, but it will give you actual growth after June next year. Remember when Jupiter is here. But do remember, Rahu is not tamed anymore. So you need to take care of your speculative income. You need to be, it can bring about volatility in speculation. So you have to be cautious about that, and your health. I'm more concerned about your health. But yes, good for your personal, well-being, if you talk about your mental health. But physical health, you have to be a little cautious. Coming to the Leo sign. You can put up the questions, simple questions. I will try answering them. Okay, so now Leo marriage, somebody's asking, so I'll cover that as well. So for Leo natives, see, as you know, Ketu is in your first house. I always repeat this, that whenever Ketu is in the first house, you have to start from scratch. Anything about yourself, about your relationship, about your job, some changes do happen. And in the Kendra, there are no positive grahas. Even Mars is not a friendly graha, though it's a Bhagya Lord, it's a Yogakara graha, but it is considered to be a malefic graha. So when this is going to be transiting your fourth house, it is looking at Rahu also. So for Leo native, seventh house is getting afflicted, I would say. So any kind of partnerships must be transparent. Whatever you're writing, you must actually, read well before signing it. And also debt, obligation, cleanups, in which is cleanup is non-negotiable. That kind of energy is also going to play out. So you need to be really very cautious about your private retreats, foreign ties, and also expenditures might increase because your 8th lord is in the 12th house. So it is good for your connection with the foreign lands. You're going to be traveling. Everything is good because Kendras are getting active with the malefic grahas. But at the same time, you have to be cautious about your health and your expenditure part also. You might just create some property or property matters. You're going to be reconciling with your, in your inheritance, with your siblings, etc. also. And emotional matters might flare up. Fix it. Don't flare it up. I would suggest reconcile with the people you are, because you have only malefic grahas in the Kendra. So you need to reconcile. You want peace. So you should actually be doing this. And also, if you are thinking of moving to the foreign land, this Yogakara Graha is activating your 10th house also. So you can, this Mars. So you can definitely move to the foreign land because the 9th Lord is aspecting Rahu. So Jupiter being in the foreign land, if you are already in the foreign land, it is very positive for you. If you're thinking of shifting away from the foreign land to a foreign land, this is definitely going to trigger because of work, because the Mars is looking at your 10th house when moves into after 27th October in your 4th house. Till the 7th December, it's going to be in your 4th house. So you need to fix your, wherever you're living, you need to fix the relationship, your house, your family, or your maybe, leaving your country and fixing things up. So this is going to trigger all of that. Ketu in the first house definitely is not that welcomed, or maybe, you feel that detached, or you're feeling that or you become very spiritual, you're doing bhajans, etc. You're singing, those religious hymns, or some kind of spiritual, well-being is getting better for you. So it is definitely positive for that. But yes, it is detaching you from others. You feel sometimes, what am I doing on this planet? You feel that with Ketu in the first house. And as it is in the Leo sign. So maybe you're detached from your children, entertainment. You're not interested in all these worldly matters. You're too much into yourself and, thinking about what am I doing here? So you're upgrading yourself. So it's a best thing to do is, because 9th Lord is also going to be looking at Rahu. So the best thing is that you learn more. And in relationship, you need to really fix them rather than breaking them. See, when you ask about relationship on your personal level, you must understand that you need to get your reading done. Both the horoscopes need to be studied if at all there is a break, which is evident, or divorce or separation or something like that. From your chart, of course, it will be evident when we look at the Vimashotri Dasha. But we cannot just simply say that it is going to be impacting you this way or that way in particular. But yes, as regards to the transit position, it's not looking that great because Mars has been looking at your 6th house till now. So there has been some problem in relationship any which ways. So it might just trigger or it might just aggravate. Okay. Yeah. All right. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So if you can write just one-liners for this ascendant, I want to know this, then it is better because I can't read the whole thing. There are so many messages flashing 3-4 lines. It's very difficult for me to go through all of them. So for Virgo natives, let's move on to Virgo. See, for Virgo, the 6th house, Rahu, 7th house, we have Saturn, 11th house as Jupiter, and 3rd house, we will be having Mars transiting from the 27th of October. So this is like, Mars is going to be looking at this Rahu in the 6th house also. So daily work, service, health, these will become the main areas of your life. Definitely, you will become a profit engine. Process is required more than the flair. You need to work through yourself. You need to be more creative during this time. Don't expect things to happen automatically, because you need to put that effort. Mars in the 3rd house says put effort, channelize. 8th Lord is in the 3rd house. So naturally, it is going to give you that creative bent of mind also. It is good for inheritance. It is good for your PR, visa, etc., travel, sports activity. So the more you get inclined to doing things for yourself, sweat it out, work out. So it is going to be very positive for you. Also, we have Jupiter transiting through your 11th house, and Rahu is aspected in the 6th house. So partnership test boundaries, because Saturn is in the Jupiter sign in your 7th house, and Jupiter is looking here, this dispositioner lord of Rahu. So can you see dispositioner lord is aspected by Mars, and Saturn is in Jupiter sign. So everything is interconnected. Remember, that is why I'm covering everything. So when this 7th house is getting active, so it will give you pitches, paperwork, siblings, partnerships will be tested, and clear roles, clear wins, and also siblings, media, move fast, avoid spats. All this you have to consider, because Mars is in the 3rd house, that is the house of siblings, neighbors, friends, also your PR, visa, paperwork, communication, your imagination, your workouts, what is your inclination, all this, the courage that you need, that is what this Mars is going to give you. Also, in the paperwork, you need to be really meticulous. If you want to sell property, you are not looking at the papers properly. Maybe it is a dispute which can come up later. So you need to be very specific about all these things also. So move fast, but avoid spats. Okay, this is not going to help you otherwise. Yes, don't get into any kind of litigation, etc. right now. Any kind of entanglement might just get prolonged. So you have to be careful about that also. And okay, so this is, see, Jupiter is the, you must understand, is not a friendly graha to Mercury. So when Jupiter is in the Kendra, first of all, there is a Kendra Adipatya dosha whenever Jupiter is in the Kendra. So it is not giving good results if at all you are in the dasha of Jupiter or Mercury. Okay, so it will not give, and especially I have seen people not getting good results when Jupiter transited through Punarvasu Nakshatra. So it has become more powerful, double the impact of Jupiter. So this Jupiter is not going to be giving you good results till the time it is in the Kendra. Let it move, let it give the result from, since it has moved the 11th house, things will get better for you. Okay, so 11th house is also, remember, the 11th house is the one of the 3 Shadaya rulers also. So that is also the reason, when Jupiter is in the 11th house, it doesn't give that good results for the ones who are, related to the 11th house affairs. So 11th house is your older siblings, fulfillment of desire, friends. Maybe you become very wise and mentor, and you want to just preach, so people will move away from you. So just keep it low, and your ego also, the ego clashes can also happen at the place of work as well as at home front. So you need this is a good transit, no doubt about it, because the Kendra Adipati yoga is now getting broken. So when it comes back, it's fallen, it's retrograde, it's demoted from 5th December onwards. Believe you me, you will get the job. Okay, this is going to be a good time period for you after that. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. I try to incorporate the readings as per this also. Libra, Lagna, Sun. Okay. So now coming to the Libra sign. So for Libra natives, the theme is 5th house Rahu, 6th house Saturn, and 10th house Jupiter, and 2nd house Mars when it transits on the 27th of October, looking at Rahu, and Rahu is in the Saturn sign. So, and it is in the, Saturn is in Jupiter sign. So it's aspected by Jupiter also, and Mars is also going to be aspected. Now, Mars will be aspected by Jupiter, not Rahu, but Mars is looking at your Rahu. So this is what is the theme of this transit. Now, 5th house is Rahu in the 5th house is creative ventures, kids, speculation, romance, and you might meet someone at the workplace, and maybe, you have to be cautious. Maybe somebody is conspiring against you also, because Rahu is in the 8th house from Jupiter. So you need to take care of your health. You need health of your workplace. So don't fall prey. So it needs that hygiene at the workplace. Okay. Maintain cordiality with your coworkers. You might just, fall prey to the conspiracy at the place of work. So you need to be a little careful about your, a relationship with your co-workers. Maintain cordiality, I would suggest. So status is supported where if you stay professional. Okay. And Mars is going to be in your 2nd house. So cash flow and speech gets sharp. So budget and be tactful. Don't spend too much if not needed, like on gadgets, on electronic items. If you can postpone, delay, it's fine. Because Mars in the 2nd house also depletes finances, and unnecessarily, you will be landing up paying more. But thankfully, Jupiter is looking here. So Jupiter is your 6th lord looking here. So you have to be cautious only about your speech or your maybe some dental issues or ear related problems you can have. Otherwise, it is good for finances. At least that will be plugged in, that the unnecessary expenditure part. So you will be saving out on that. Also, with the whenever you have 10th house Ketu, always remember your interest in that particular work that you're doing is little lesser. You are more obsessed with the home environment, or you want to work from home and hybrid, maybe, when Ketu is in the 10th house. But it also takes you to the heights, to places. You have to start from scratch, build yourself up, and then you reach heights. Somebody just asked, so I'm telling you. Thank you so much for your your kind words. I love doing the videos, whenever I get time, I do it. And I love to do the live videos. If all the connectivity is bad, I feel bad too that I'm not able to convey things to you guys. So you can ask questions in between. As you know, this is an interactive session. That is why live sessions are very important and crucial for me. The connectivity with you guys is always, very strong when I do the live. So what I mean to say right now here in the Rahu in the 5th house is that you might just get your ex-partner, might return. And then you might make some, again, there is argument because, we have this Mars looking at this Rahu also. So you have to be a little careful because Mars is the Markesh, your Markesh is looking at this Rahu. So you need to be taking care of your children's health. You have to take care of your romantic association with your partner. Triangle, should not be formed. So be careful about all these energies. And I think you are good to go. The biggest saving grace would be because Jupiter is going to be looking at your 2nd house. So that is a big time saving grace. And your Yokara Graha is also aspected by Jupiter. Saving grace. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. Let me write it over here. For Scorpio natives, this transit of Rahu is in your 4th house, Saturn in your 5th house, 9th house Jupiter, and 1st house Mars from the 27th October onwards. So let me change this because, it is going to create some confusion otherwise, because I want this Mars to leave Libra and move to your 1st house. Let me just change it on the 27th. So we are going to be covering from there actually, because I'm waiting for this Mars to transit here. It will be looking at Rahu, and Jupiter will be aspecting as well. So when the Lagnesh is aspected by Jupiter, it's a big time saving grace, because for you guys, Jupiter is a very powerful and a very positive graha. Okay, so when a positive graha gets exalted, definitely it is going to give you some positive news also. So regards to your home, property upgrades, or maybe there is some permits or process that you're going to be going through, you're going to be getting that through also, PR, visa, etc., children, education, everything is structured well now. And also fortune will be in your favor because Jupiter is exalted. Your bhagya house is getting triggered up. Okay, so this is like learning, upskilling yourself. Also personal drives will surge, and this will lead to some change in your personality, in your persona. But do remember, you have to be cautious about your combative postures. You need to be very cautious about your words. You need to be taking care of your mental setup also. You can be a little aggressive. So when I say aggressive, you can modify it to the positivity also. Aggression can be channeled well. It can be that you're having a lot of energy, so work out and also put that energy in the constructive and productive works. So you're good to go, I'm sure, because Mars is your sixth lord, going to be in your first house. So you need to take care of your health also, undoubtedly. But Jupiter is a big time saving grace, as I said, so it is good for you guys. It is good for your professional career. It is good for purchasing a property, etc. Do remember that there are only malefic grahas in the Kendra. Mercury is also going to be, the eighth lord is also going to be in your first house. So you need to be very careful about your communication with others. Don't expect too much. Don't travel unnecessarily. If you can avoid, it's good. And also investment wise, you have to be very careful, because Mercury is with the sixth lord and the is also the eighth lord and the 11th lord. So it can be that you're going to be investing very wisely now. You're going to be using your funds wisely because Jupiter is also aspecting, not to forget. So putting the whole thing together, this is going to be a very positive time period for you guys. When Mars, your Lagnesh, is going to be over your first house, it is like an exalted place for this Mars because it's in its own zone, and Mars rules the first house in the natural zodiac also. So this is good for judging or making right kind of judgments and right kind of decisions now. Okay, your impulse, your aggression might be used in a positive manner right now. So this is a very positive window that you're getting, so use it well. And Rahu is also going to be aspected by the Lagna lord, so you can purchase property, vehicles, etc. Don't purchase anything in impulse regards to your home decor items. It can be that you're big, because Rahu is in the fourth house, you might just make some mistakes over there also. Okay, so that is something which is positive for you guys, with Saturn also in the fifth house getting retrograde, and Ketu is in your 10th though, so you have to be careful about your job, your work. Stay focused, because it is bringing about a lot of commotion here and there. You're not able to focus because of Ketu. So you need to work on your self also, your inner self also. You need to put little extra effort. Now Jupiter is in your 9th house. It is going to protect you. Definitely it is going to protect you. So positive, I think. Yeah, coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. All the transits have good, bad, ugly, everything. It's not just completely good, it's not completely bad. So we have to find the silver lining in every transit. Now coming to the Sagittarius sign. Now for you guys, the third house Rahu, fourth house Saturn, eighth house Jupiter, and 12th house Mars, because Mars will be transiting from the 28th October. I've made that a chart also. So why I'm clubbing everything, because Jupiter will be aspecting this Mars also. So it's a very important transit for you guys. Being the eighth house planet and Rahu in the third house, eighth from eighth. So this can bring about some issues in your communication, maybe in your marketing, in your travels, or in your documentation. You need to have all the documents and proofs ready for yourself, because it can lead to some issues. Maybe property paperwork might just not go through well. Mars is looking at your third house also from the 12th, so it can bring about issues with your siblings also, siblings leaving the homeland and going to the foreign land. Disposition lord is in the fourth house. Some change is anticipated. For sure. It could be investment, it could be finance, it could be your home decor, it could be your home purchase, property matters, inheritance, legal issues. You might just get into either or of these sorts, so you have to align everything well. And also, financial hygiene is required. Cut hidden drains where the expenditures are, where the money is outflowing. So you need to work on that also. Sleep, expenses, all these foreign issues, if you are having any issues to travel or to shift out. So this might just aggravate with Mars 27th onwards, transiting your 12th house. So you need to rest, you need to simplify things, you need to finalize now what do you really want. So all these energies will play out when Mars is in the 12th house. Your expenditures on purchasing something, you might just spend money on research. You're paying fee, and upgrading yourself. That is something which is good, when Mars is in the Scorpio sign. You can learn more. And also you can, spend on legal issues if you are having any legal battle already, or you have to pay and, settle outside the court of law. So you can do that as well. And also research, anything to do with research or any kind of university, if you have to join, Mars in the 12th house is going to be favorable for you. Okay, because your fifth lord is going to be in your 12th house. So it is good for higher studies, education also. So you're good to go, I think, for that. And I think it's a good transit overall, whatever the positions are. When they are in the negative places, they give good results, minus, minus, plus. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. Any questions you can put up towards the end, about to reach the end. For Capricorn natives, the theme is second house Rahu, third house Saturn. Saturn, why? Because Saturn is going to be aspected by Jupiter, and Mars is looking at this Rahu, and the disposition lord is going to be aspected by Jupiter. So can you see the linkage which is forming? Mars is looking at Rahu. Rahu is in a Saturn sign, which is aspected by Jupiter. So everything is getting triggered up. Seventh house is getting triggered up. Third house, second house, 11th house. Everything is going to get triggered up now. So income remix, value clarity, invest in skills that clients pay for. Okay, that is what is the second house theme going to be playing out. And also maybe, you will be getting a chance to make money out of money, but it could be something which is not ethical, because now Jupiter is not looking here. Earlier Jupiter was looking here, so the things were very ethically happening. Now, since Jupiter has left this zone, you might just get lured. Too good to be true situation you can get entrapped in. So you have to be careful. Partnership, business, relationship, income-wise, investment-wise. You have to be wise. Mars is the 11th lord looking at the zone. And it's a Badaka also, as you know, for the movable signs. So you need to take care of your speech. You need to take care of your dental issues. You have to take care of your health also. And finances, you have to really, really be very careful, and you have to actually, be like, you have to value money right now. Okay, groups, networks, this might just heat up because there's Mars, Mercury both there, so you can be very impulsive and aggressive in your speech also. Avoid friend money messes, because it never has worked for me, at least. Whenever there's money matters involved in the friendship, then things go haywire. So avoid if you can, with Mars being here. Also, great for launches. If you want to launch your, maybe, YouTube, or, you want to launch any kind of social media platform. So definitely very positive time period for you guys. And Jupiter is in your 7th house, so partnership, business, or any kind of new, anything to do with starting new business, or anything to do with travels, etc. You can definitely make good chunk of money also, because this is taming the energies of your third house also. So short journeys will definitely be favorable for you guys. Relationship wise also, it is going to improve your relationship with your neighbors, friends, and also your current relationship, your partnership, or maybe your spousal relationships. We can say it is going to improve if at all you are thinking of getting married, finding a new partner. Maybe your neighbor, in the neighborhood, find someone. So that is going to definitely be triggering. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. All right. So for Aquarius natives, the theme is going to be the first house Rahu, second house Saturn, Mars is going to be in your 10th, and Jupiter is going to be in your 6th house. So this is what is forming a linkage. So see, you will see that somewhere or the other, one planet will always be stronger in your chart. So this is going to be a very good time period if at all you're thinking of, identity push, or you're thinking of aligning your values, budgets, ethics. Rahu is in the first house, so follow ethics. If you will, definitely it is going to be in your favor. Whatever you do, be ethical, because Jupiter is not aspecting any longer. Mars is, 10th Lord is. So you will definitely get promotion at the workplace, or if you're without a job, you will get a job. Also remember, Mars is going to be with Mercury, the 8th Lord. So there will be some hurdles and obstacles first, and then you will get the breakthroughs. It is not going to be an easy go. And then we have Ketu also in the 7th house. So traveling might be difficult. Relationships are suffering. You're getting very detached from your relationship, or you're not, there is not, the thought process is not in sync. Also, 8th house from the 7th has a Saturn, which is retrograde also. That is also creating problems in your relationship. The mental wavelength is not matching. Also, investment wise, you have been suffering any which ways, with Jupiter looking here. So Jupiter says, be careful, caution is required, fixed deposit, or somewhere where you know that the money is going to be there, sure shot. But when Jupiter is in the 6th house, you need to take care of your health, you need to take care of your finances, and also home, emotions, all these will be attached to your 6th house. So nurturing kinds, help others, servitude attitude, that is something which is going to be giving you some some relief. And also routines, hiring, maybe you're going to be hired if you have been looking for a job. Health systems, you have to stick to them. Don't go haywire, don't follow others who are not who are lazy. Get inspired by the ones who are doing so much. So you're not setting right kind of examples. Oh, that person is not doing, so why should I do? It's okay. I will also lose weight. Suppose you want to lose weight, or you are not taking medicines on time. So Jupiter says, okay, tathastu, do what you want to do, because Jupiter is there in the 6th house. So it will give disease first, and then gives the cure, because it is the Lord of the 11th, also 6 from 6. So you need to stay focused on your health also. Okay, you need to be visiting the doctor if it's required. Don't do self-medication. Okay, it is a conventional medicine also, not an unconventional medicine that you'll be going in for, the medication. So you need to be really careful about your health. That is something I'm really concerned about. It is looking at your 10th house, so definitely a big time saving grace at the workplace. You're going to be meeting somebody also at the workplace who's going to be mentoring you. So that is a positive thing which I can see. So all the best, I can say. Coming to the next one, that is Pisces. Somebody's saying good boys. Yeah, thank you. Well, I have Mercury exalted, I always tell you guys, I have an exalted Mercury. I have a very beautiful Venus also. So if I have an exalted Mercury, so I have a Venus in its own sign, right? Because they have to be together somewhere. But the only thing is that I have a Mercury which is a little combust. So that has created some issues here and there. Maybe social media platform, I could not rise much or something like that. So just sharing with you guys everything about my life. And you all know that, I'm still, in grief, and, it's just not been like, tomorrow it'll be 1 month of my father's passing. So yeah, it's not easy. Anyhow, coming to the Pisces sign. So for Pisces natives, the important themes that are going to play out with this Rahu in the 12th house is first house Saturn, Jupiter in the 5th house, and Mars in the 9th house. So Mars is your powerful graha, remember, because for Pisces, it's the Bhagya Lord. So Bhagya Lord transiting the Bhagya house, definitely very positive. So, and Saturn in the Lagna slows down everything, but you are very self-disciplined now. And also, you should cut escapism, structure your day, structure your life, structure your routine now. There is lots on your plate you need to cater to. So when Saturn is in the first house, you need to really, you're on your toes all the time. You're working, you're doing things, etc. Also, Jupiter blesses you in the 5th house. So study, children, relationship, creativity, tech, teaching, writing, all these are going to be the key themes. And tech, why? Because Saturn and Mars are also in trine. So tech-related innovations will also take place. Also, Rahu is in your 12th house. So you need to be little careful about your expenditure part. You have to take care of your health also, because Ketu is in the 6th house. So when Rahu Ketu are there in this axis, you need to maybe you need to spend on someone in the hospital, or you need to cater to your foreign travels, PR, visa, etc. So you're spending a lot of money on lawyers. Ketu is there in the 5th house, 6th house. So you need to take care of your finances. You need to plug them. Don't fall prey to the, maybe you have to change the lawyer, don't fall prey to the postponement or pay me more money, etc. That kind of a situation can also come up. But thankfully, your bhagya is going to be by your side. Your luck is by your side. Now with Mars transiting from the 27th of October, your 9th house, it's going to be aspected by this Jupiter. Also, not to forget the Lagnesh is looking at the Bhagya Lord. So it's a very powerful yoga, can you see, which is forming for you guys. So make the best use of it for your job, for the assignment, for overseas journeys, for starting new education plan, creativity, also good for romance and children, progeny wise. Student natives are going to be learning really well during this time, and they'll be elevating, and they might just get a good job assignment also. But do remember, from Jupiter, Rahu's in the 8th house, in the 12th. So you need to take care of your health also. Don't be in isolation. Don't think that, you can do, you think all wrong things when Rahu is in the 12th house. Also, sexual urge increases when Rahu is in the 12th house. Addictions happen. Don't fall prey to the addictive, friends who are just putting you into that, who are into addictions. I mean, the negative, sources or resources outside connectivity, as we say. So optimistic expansion with guardrails, result through rules, audits, patient construction. And also, you need to review or correct. There is a vibe of review and correction during this time period. After that, enforcement and rollout will take place. And 27 to 37 December, as I said, Mars activates Rahu themes. So you seeded earlier, Jupiter cushions, but still demands ethics via Saturn. So we have to be ethical. This is what, is going to be the key theme when there is the Saturn energy prevalent also, and Rahu energy also prevalent, and we have this Mars also going to be playing out. So there is a lot of the themes which are playing out is the slowdom and the structure of Saturn, and Rahu is illusion, delusion, confusion, and it can lure you guys. So you need to be really cautious with this Jupiter not aspecting this Rahu now. But Mars will be. So Mars is going to tame this Rahu energy, remember. Okay. So I think it's a mixed bag, I would say. Not that bad thing, which is, which we can anticipate. Okay. Gold prices, actually, somebody was asking, gold prices, I think, would be fluctuating now with this. There is something which is, which we can anticipate. The market is going to not correct, but there can be some crash which can happen with Mars and Mercury together, in the Scorpio sign again. So tomorrow, when I'm making this video, 24th, Mercury will be transiting Scorpio. And then 27, Mars will also be transiting Scorpio. That's when, we can hear some news, because Mars will be looking at this Rahu, which is in the natural zodiac also. When we talk about markets, we see the 11th house also. So there is something about market trends, which we'll be hearing. It'll be extremes now. Okay. Anyhow, I'm just doing a research. I'm not a pro in this. Whosoever is, maybe they have done a lot of research, but nobody can predict market. If you think these are all predictable things, I don't see, because you collect the past data and you do it. It's not that easy. But yeah, I'm trying to. Okay. Have a great transit of Jupiter in the Cancer sign, but do be cautious of Rahu being aspected by Mars. Take care. All the best. Om Tat Sat.